Hello friends, and welcome back to my channel, Dawson ASMR. In today's video, you guys have been blowing up my comments. You've just been tapping your little fingers away. You have wanted to see my Funko Pop collection. And while I did do a Funko Pop collection 5 years ago maybe, it has grown exponentially. And I thought, sure, any excuse to A, show these off, and B, dust them, because I don't dust them, is a plus in my book. So I sit back, relax, and I'm going to show you all of my Funkos. Couple things. Number one, none of this makes sense. Most of them are unboxed. I'm not a huge collector. In fact, I don't know why I have as many as I do. Number two, Barbie Funkos will not be in this. I'll have a separate Barbie collection, which is also something you guys have requested. So be on the lookout for that. So, without further ado, let's get into it. So, the Funkos I'll start with are my boxed Funkos, and I have a few of those. First of all, let's count how many Funkos we have. We have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39. I think 39. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 36, 37. I got 37 on that count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 35, 36, 37. 37. It's 37. Don't know where I got 39. But I'll show you the boxed ones. First and foremost, this is my Pride Robin, and I believe one of you sent this to me for my birthday, but Robin is one of my favorites, and this is part of DC's Pride collection, and if I'm being completely honest with you, the only reason I haven't opened it is because I'm afraid the glitter comes off, and I don't want glitter all over my room. But as you can see, it's glittery, it's rainbow colored. So yeah, that's my first one. And we're not going to be spending too long on these because I have nothing much to say about some Funkos. I'm not a serious collector, I can't tell you the value or anything like that. The next two, however, are ones I'm very fond of. And if you're from the South, you know of two grocery chains called Save-A-Lot, which is also featured in Shameless, and Food City, which is kind of like a Food Lion. But these you could buy at Food City, oddly enough. I couldn't find them anywhere else. So if you're looking for these, I got them from a grocery store. But this is the first one. See what I mean by dust? This is Dolly 1. And Dolly 2. I am missing Dolly 3, which is the white pantsuit jumpsuit. I don't want the pink album, I don't have room for it, but I'm always on the lookout for the white one when I go to the grocery store. She is my country diva. I don't like country music. I don't like newer country music. I love Dolly. She's one of the, if I'm doing a Mount Rushmore of powerful female country singers who kind of paved the way, I'm going with Dolly, I'm going with Reba, I'm going with Patsy, and I'm going to say Loretta. I think I have to for my homegirl. Yeah, we're going to go with those four, and they paved the way for other, I would say, powerhouses like the Judds to come forth. The is where it's at. And this is her orange sparkle jumpsuit. I don't know the concert she wore this in. But then this is her classic from one of her first album covers. It's the red jumpsuit. And the only reason I haven't unboxed these is because I'm afraid to break them. So then I have a couple. I don't know why I have them, that's the question. This is a Spider-Man Funko. It's Scarlet Spider from the Across the Spider-Verse movie. And I think this was a Christmas present because I told my mother, I think it was my mother, I told her I liked Spidey. It's kind of just, I'm a big nerd. I'm not the kind of adult that gets, houseware for Christmas. If I need that stuff, I'm going to buy it myself, essentially. I'm not the same way with gift giving. I'm not going to give you something that's useful. I'm going to give you something that's fun, unless you ask for it. But this is, I don't know the spider. I haven't watched this movie yet. And I think this is, Andy Samberg voices him, so I think that's why I kept it, because I adore him. Then we have, this is fun. This is one of the original, back when the Funko still had like those arms. This is Batman. And the reason I have him boxed is because this was my late uncle's, who I had gifted to many years ago. And when he died, it was given back to me. He left it to me, so, along with some other Batman stuff. So I have not taken it out of the box because he never took it out of the box. So, nice texture. So there's that. Like I said, we're just not going to spend a lot of time because we have a lot of these to get through. So then we have two more random ones, and then I have a couple duos. So, do I have to say it? I'm a Dune lover. I love Dune. Put me in a room with cocktails, I'm a logical, and we're going to get along because she loves Dune too. Dune 2. This is Feyd-Rautha Harkonnen, played by Austin Butler in the film, and it is absolutely stunning. And let me tell you why I'm kind of PO'd at Funko, because they have a Funko of him. Okay, they also have a Funko of Sting as Feyd-Rautha, which is from the David Lynch film. They don't have a mini-series of Feyd, played by Matt Keesler. And would it not be cool to have all three of them? Because he's easily my favorite character from the Dune universe. I think if I'm picking a top three, subjectively, on my own merit, I think it's definitely him. Of course, it's Paul. I immediately jumped to Duke Leto. But I'm also torn between Princess Cerulean and, I don't remember his name, but Paul's ancestor in the TV show Prophecy, because I feel like what I got from him is going to give us a lot more depth into who the Atreides are. So I'm very curious to see where his character goes. And then we have, this is, another thing I love is Bridgerton. You can see my whole Bridgerton display back there. This is, so I think it was for Christmas, or his birthday, or my birthday, one of the two. I got my boyfriend the Anthony Bridgeton Funko Pop. And then he got me Simon Bassett. A nice little back and forth. So, and I gotta tell you, I need them all. I need all of the boys, and then I need all the girls. But honestly, I need to stop collecting Funkos. I just need to stop because I'm running out of room, and half of these I wouldn't be mad parting with. Honestly, the ones that are unboxed, and I still have the boxes, but that's Simon. So then we have 2 sets here, and you could not pry these out of my cold, dead hand. If I die tomorrow, bury these with me. Just because I'm petty and I don't want anybody else to have these. No. It's no secret. I love Lost Boys. So when I found out that we have a line of Funkos, I jumped on it. And what's really cool about these, they're not hard to find, but they're very, they vary on pricing. You have a couple, D-bags who like to charge $300, or you get like the normal range of some you can find for $25. It's really, really wow. But just when I found Funko, just don't settle for that high price. You're gonna find a cheaper one eventually. And that's what I did for these. But it's really nice because they came in boxes, and they came in protector sleeves. So I'm keeping these in the boxes. I have Michael, and I have Sam, and I'm hoping this camera picks them up. But, little screenshot. Let me see if this tabs nicely. And those of you who watch my ASMR for a while have known it's about the lo-fi. Okay, that's an iPhone microphone. That's all that is. And that's all it's gonna be. I might go to a lapel, I don't know. But I like the casualness of it. It's not a lot of work, and it's just fun. So, when I did YouTube and I was doing the green screens and the editing software, I was spending 4 hours editing one video and doing all this sound wave stuff, and I had the computer here and a sound microphone thing here and all these it was weird, but it's just too much, honestly. It sucks the joy out of it. And if you want to watch really hi-fi HD ASMR, there are thousands of creators who can do it better than me. So I'm very, very specific niche, I guess. So the other duo I have, I just recently got these, and these are a Sam and Dean from Supernatural. Do not say anything about Supernatural in the comments, because I have not finished it, and if any of you spoil me, no, okay, just don't spoil it. But this is Possessed Sam, and this is Rock and Roll Dean. I think that's what they were labeled as on the Funko website. They were Funko exclusives. There was a release at 1 p.m. or something, and I managed to snap them. But I liked these because there's character depth to them, whereas the original ones are the sideways arms that are boring. So just have these. I'm not opening them. I will not be opening them, so I don't ruin them. And I like the boxes. So, but that is all of my boxed Funkos. Boxed Funkos. Boxed Funkos. Boxed Funkos. Funkos. Boxed. So now, getting out this trusty brush. It's clean. I've cleaned it, but it's just stained. And I'm going to be dusting these as I go, because as I said, it's an excuse for me to do the dusting. I can clean all day. I love to mop and straighten up, but I do not like to dust. I have a can of duster spray for electronics because I just can't get into it. Anyways, let's just try to should I go through these? So, first and foremost, we have Troy Bolton. Troy Bolton. He is from High School Musical. He is I couldn't resist. He is quite stunning. He has a defect with his eye, as you can see. That's how he came in the box, but I had to unbox him. He was too cute. High School Musical was the one I grew up on. So, and because I had him, of course I also had to get Miss Gabriella, and had to get her to match. So, and she's really pretty. She comes with the breaky free dress. At the end of the movie, he came with his basketball uniform. 14 Bolton. Fun fact, my baseball number when I was a child was 14 because I liked him so much. And then, of course, the last one, Sharpay. If they come out with the others, believe I will be getting them. I don't have a need for them. And she has glitter on her. So these, it's her dress from not Bob to the Top. I'm drawing a blank. But it's when she performs with Ryan at the auditions. So, I need a drink. Diet Coke don't hit unless it's McDonald's Diet Coke. So I have those. And they did release others, like they released Lizzie McGuire, Hannah Montana. I think they're doing a Wizards of Waverly Place now and a Zack and Cody now. So you can get like all three Russos and you can get both the twins. If they release more old school, like I might get Lizzie. But if they release like Raven, that was my show. So, more random ones. I have a couple Harry Potter ones. I'm not going to talk very much about Harry Potter on this platform because J.K. Rowling is a very big supporter of anti-trans culture, and she wants to tear down trans people, and I don't think that's right. So, this is my Ron Funko, and this is the original. So, this is when Funko still had, I think most of them nowadays are springs, aren't they? But that's Ron. And then I also have, I got this because I don't even like these movies that much, I'm gonna be honest. This is Jude Law as Albus Dumbledore. I got this because these kids I was babysitting, they wanted to go to GameStop and pick out some games, and they felt embarrassed. This is what children are so strange, and I find it so amusing. They felt embarrassed to go check out unless I had checked out and bought something myself. So I got this on clearance. Yeah. And this was years ago. This was when the movie came out. But dust him off here. And like I said, I didn't really care for the movies. I watched the first two. I have quite a bit of Marvel, I'm not gonna lie, but we're gonna save those for a minute. And I'll show you my Star Wars duo. That's a lie. I'm gonna show you some random ones. This is Wendy Torrance. Now, Stanley Kubrick, wherever you are, I know you're suffering for what you did to Wendy Torrance, to Miss Shelley Duvall. So, but this randomly. This might have been my first Funko I ever bought, actually. And I love the movie. I love Shelley Duvall. I grew up watching the VHS tapes of like her story hour stuff. And yeah, I almost got rid of it. And then wouldn't you know it, a couple days after I thought that, she died. Rest in peace. And I said, well, I'm just gonna keep it because I love her. Do I need the others? I don't think so. I don't think I need them. But it's cute to have. So, and honestly, I might feel better about having these if I could display them better. You know what I mean? Because I feel like doing that is just cluttered and clumsy. I don't think it looks nice. Tell me what you think. Tell me what you're using to organize and display your Funkos. I want to know. So, then we have, again, I don't know why I own this. I think this was a Christmas gift. And I think the person who gifted it to me thought I liked this, and I've never seen this. This is that Anastasia movie. And it's a glittery, like, dress and crown. Just go ahead and dust her off. I don't need white. I feel like the camera's dusty. But she's pretty. Then we have, you know what, I'm just gonna go through. I've shown you two, and how I display Wendy and Anastasia. I display them with what I call my girls. And they're just like it's the girls. Like if I was to go out at night, I would take the girls. You know. But this is, wow, that's more promiscuous than I remember. This is Poison Ivy. And let me tell you, I don't collect a lot of things. Like I have in my head, no need to like collect, to finish collections. These are ones I would. I want Catwoman, I want Harley Quinn, and I think that's it, isn't it? Yeah, those two. Because I want the sirens in these cute little pinup outfits. Because I read the comics, and these outfits are adorable. So, let's get that out of the way. And then I have, this has been through the ringer, she has fallen off shelves and everything. This is Miss Britney Spears, because I love Britney. I grew up on Britney. Come here. If you're from the 90s or like the early Y2K, do you guys remember the hit clips? Like it was like a little, it looked like a little boombox, and you could put these little like SD card sized little clips in, and they were thick clips. But like Burger King and McDonald's, I think, had like, you could get them in Happy Meals, but you could also buy the clips, and it would play like, I don't know, 90 seconds of a song, a minute of a song, if that. And I had all the Britney Spears ones. So I had a little red hit clip, and there's actually a picture of me when I was 3 years old, and it's in this actually apartment complex, but it's a different apartment, and I'm in a diaper and a red and a backwards hat, and I had that hit clip, and I'm in the middle of dancing to Britney Spears. So if there wasn't signs and I was little, I don't know what there was. So, but this is from her VMAs, where she brought the snake on stage. They've made a lot of Britney. Do I feel the need to collect them all? No. Do I even feel the need to have this one? Not really, but she's pretty. And I've got her for, I think, just a random one-off gift. So, yeah. What else? I'm doing my random ones to get them out of the way. We have Ian Lightfoot from Onward. Oh, that's big and dusty. So I absolutely adore Pixar, you know this, and I got him because of the movie. I really enjoyed this movie. It made me cry, and Pixar movies, for a while there, they weren't making me cry, but this one did. So, very cute. And then I love Sci-fi. This is Deckard. Yep, my original Deckard Funko. And I absolutely adore him. I love the movie Blade Runner. I think I might like 2049 better, actually, but that's just because of the filmmaking. But he's so pretty. Okay. Now, I'm gonna show you a weird little duo set I have. It's funny. It's cute. Pull the other one from back here. So, this is Geralt of Rivia, and this is Henry Cavill's depiction of him. He's actually not dusty because I just got him recently. And he stays on my video game shelf. He stays like right here. You don't see him. So, this is him. And what's funny about this is I love Henry Cavill. I grew up watching Henry Cavill. I also have Superman. Now, do I think 𝐬𝐭𝐚𝐲's gonna be a good fit for Superman? Absolutely. I think he's gonna be perfect. But I think in the same way that, like, people were acting when people my age, that I am now, that were back then when Man of Steel came out, and they were like, oh, but no one's gonna be, Christopher Reeve. I agree with that, but I think in the same sense, I'm like, well, no one's gonna serve what Henry served as Clark. So, yeah. And this is the flying one. I got this a very long time ago. I think my mother found it at a yard sale. It was still in the box, too. So. You look very pretty today. Yeah, and he's actually, his stand comes off, which is weird. But you have to really thin a key. You slide it back in. So, that's my fun little Henry Cavill duo set. Did I buy them because they're Henry Cavill? Superman, no. Geralt? I played the fifth. He stays right there. So, I have a couple more duos to show you, and then I'm going to show you my Marvels. I'll plow through my Marvels for you, because I have a lot of Marvel Funkos. Okay. So, first and foremost, I have talked about Mr. Robot on this channel until I'm blue in the face. I told you it was on Prime Video, my Blu-ray haul. It's on Netflix now, they've moved it. USA changed their licensing, so I have a tattoo of it. I'll show that off any chance I get because I passed out getting it. I'm afraid of needles. These are my Funkos. This is Elliot. And then this is Mr. Robot himself. So, little screenshot. So cute, so cute. I love the detail on these. These are very adorable. Elliot even has his, like, under-eye bags. He has his little haircut. So, very cute, very adorable. And then Mr. Robot has his glasses, and his hat. And they even went through the painstaking tininess of adding the Mr. Detail, the Mr. Robot decal. So, he even has his little fingerless gloves. Very cute, very, very adorable. Like, those are ones I could not part with. But, yeah. I adore them so much. Take a shot every time I say adore. So, then I have... Listen. I'm not a Disney Star Wars hater. Because I think some of the things we've gotten have been absolutely phenomenal. Like Andor. Can't get enough of Andor. They gave us a new Clone Wars season, which was amazing. However, what I can do is say that the movies did not do a justice to the sequels. Okay? They just didn't. However, they did give us my personal favorite ship, and the one that Oscar Isaac himself has said, and John Boyega have said, is real to them, and that is Finpo. Those of you from the Tumblr days know what shipping is. If you don't know what shipping is, you take two characters, now they're dating, and you give them a cute ship name. So this is Finpo. This is Poe Dameron, who is honestly just iconic in his own sense. He's so cool. He's so cool. So, there's the hat. And then you have Finn, who is, he used to be the trooper. So, and I love that I have these. These are the original ones. I got these at a, what do you call those, peddler's mall? So, and you can't see her because she literally falls over if I don't do it. She is glued to the shelf back there. Ahsoka. Sorry. She's like sticky tack underneath her. Yeah. So, and honestly, I love Star Wars, but I'm not looking to collect Funkos of Star Wars. I think if I ever got any more, it would just be Anakin and Obi-Wan. That's it, honestly, because they're my favorites. Honestly, though, if they did one of Mantha, I might. I don't know. So, anyways, moving on to the Marvel ones. Now, I think these are all guys, and I'll tell you why. One, you know what, I'm going to show you. This one, so apparently when they say limited edition on Funko, it's not really limited edition, and I fell for that. So, this is Shang-Chi, and I love this movie. I thought it was really good. Kind of a waste, I think, to let his character hang in the balance for how many years now? We're supposed to be seeing him again with Doomsday, but I don't know. But, loved the movie. I got this Funko because people were tweeting about it, and they were like, oh, it's limited edition, you gotta go to your GameStop, they're running out. And I'm telling you, I picked up, I lived 60 miles away from the closest Walmart and GameStop, and I went to a GameStop, and I bought it, and there was a whole shelf of them. I fell for it. And to this day, I still see them floating around. I don't know why. I thought I needed it, but I didn't. I would have sooner got an Aquafina, honestly, because she's hilarious. So then we have... I can admit, I only got this one because I love Kit Harington. It's Dane Whitman. But come on, he's adorable. Look at that. Look. I love him. So I got him. And those are my only two Marvels that are like singles. Because the rest are my two favorites. And that would be Bucky and Spider-Man. And I don't have all of my Buckies. Now when I tell you, when I say, I'm not going to collect any more of these, that doesn't apply to Bucky and Spider-Man. If I could have all of the Bucky ones, I would. In fact, I have a graphic that I've collected at the time and did a collage, and it's every one that I need. And one day I will have them all. I promise you that. And I will display them promptly on a shelf. It'll look real nice. But until then, this is the Falcon and Winter Soldier red suit. blue suit, the one where he flies, that one's actually really cheap. You can get it for like $5 on Amazon. I've owned it 3 times, and I've broken it 3 times. Like, come on. So, because I keep bumping into that shelf, that's another reason. Fun fact. Sorry to ramble. Can you see this? Is that coming up? That's a scar. It's actually thick. It has a roughness to it. I bumped into that, and it bled for 3 hours. I kept having to hold gauze to it all day. Probably needed stitches or glue, and I didn't, and I just kept it like that until it stopped. And now I have a thick scar. So what's new? I'm covered up. I got one up there on my face from when I was 3. So, and then we have the Winter Soldier with the shield. Oh, he's so cool. And he's really neat. He has a little suit on his arm, and you can tell the difference from the silver arm from Hydra to the black arm from Wakanda. So, very cool. Very, very cool. I prefer the Wakanda arm. That's just me. I think the silver one's probably more recognizable. But I digress. So then we have my Spider-Man Funkos. I have 2 masked, 3 unmasked. I'm going to show you them. So the first masked is from What If. How cool is this? I know I'll never own all of them because there's so many Spidey Funkos. But if I get all the ones that I think are iconic, specifically from the MCU 3 films, then I'm good with that. Because, I don't know. I just feel like I collect too many things. I have too many hobbies. But he's really cool. He comes with the cape. This is Doctor Strange's cape. Yeah. Very neat. Very, very neat. And then I have the backwards suit. Now, mind you, I bought this when I didn't know what it was. I thought it was wires. And I suppose it technically is. But it's the black suit. So, I hadn't watched the movie yet. It hadn't come out yet. It came out first. Also, what is with Funko spoiling movies by their releases? That's strange. But I have him. And then I have, so this is the OG. This is the OG Funko. And when I had this, let me stretch. When I had this, I kept it boxed up for the longest time because I said, they're valuable. I'm gonna like lose so much money. And I spent $10 on it. And eventually I said, you know what, screw that. I want to display them. So I did. And this is just from the first Homecoming that has this Midtown. It has the little glove sticking out the back. So. And then we have this one is the from Far From Home, and this is the Amsterdam jersey that he gets when he lands in the field. And this was I want to say it was a Comic-Con exclusive, but I got it off Mercari. So, yeah. He's really pretty. He's really adorable. And then the most recent Spidey Funko. And he might be the cutest, honestly. This is adorable. This is Andrew Garfield. And this is from No Way Home, when he comes out of the portal. And he, like, takes the mask off. He's like, don't shoot me. So, very, very cute. I love Andrew Garfield. Fun fact, I've never seen his Spider-Man movies. I know what happens in them. Everyone does. We've all seen the edits. But I've never watched them. So there we go. Isn't he adorable? So, is all the Spidey Funkos I have. I think I kept it under a good time. That's all the Funkos in general I have, sorry. But I thought that was fun. I got to dust them, you got to look at them, you got to hear me ramble. Yes. Again, if you know any good ways to display Funkos, tell me, because I feel like this isn't working. I feel like this is a mess. And those shells are not going to be, I'm not going to put them on that shelf. But, yeah. Until next time, remember you're beautiful, you're wonderful, and you're loved. Bye.